Let's talk about Guns of Glory. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo and welcome back to the channel, where today I am exploring another war power style game called Guns of Glory. What I'm going to do for you guys is leave the download link down below in case you want to test out this game or get involved in the events that we're going to be talking about today in this video. And again, this video has been sponsored by Guns of Glory. So why don't we start out with me telling you what Guns of Glory is all about. Now, if you're new to power war style games, well then this explanation will be very valuable to you, because inside of this game you need to farm, you need to gather, you need to build up your kingdom, you need to build up your troops, you need to research your troops as well to make your heroes and your troops stronger, so that when you go out you can battle bigger opponents, whether they be PC opponents, meaning, you know, the guys that you're going to go battle on the battlefield that are actually robots from the computer, or if you're in actual wars with other people playing on their devices. And that is where these games get extremely exciting. When you're building up the power, you're farming your resources, upgrading your city, and then you just kind of get yourself to the point where you feel strong. Your alliance that you're with is strong. You feel like you can bully someone around and start taking their territory. Then you go into battle. A lot of times you'll realize that you may not be as strong as you thought you were, and you may need to, use those hospitals and really heal up your troops, because sometimes you lose those battles, and that's where power comes into play. The more power you have inside of this game, the more time you invest in the game, the stronger you're going to be, and the more successful you're going to be in these battles. So here are a few tips for you if you're trying to upgrade. The first tip, number one, is make sure you have the resources that you need so that you can upgrade things and do your research and train your troops. To do this, you're going to want to build your resource things inside of the base so you can actually grow and produce the resources you need. But not only that, you're going to also want to gather out in the wilderness and try and, whenever you can, send out your troops, gather resources, attack opponents so that you can steal resources and get rewards from them, so that when it's time for you to upgrade something or to build a new structure or to do something new inside of the game, maybe it's train more troops, maybe it's going to be do some research, well, at that point in time, you'll have the resources that you need, you can do the upgrades, and you won't be resource poor. Tip number two is to always do your research. There should never be a time inside of the game where you are not researching your troops, your skills, or something to do with your city. You want to always be getting stronger, and research is one way to do it, because as you research things throughout the game, you become more sufficient, right? You're able to do things more easily with less effort, I guess you could say. If you research some of your resource development techniques, then you're going to be able to more regularly, more easily, just without really doing anything, be more productive with those resources. If you're doing something for the battlefield, you're going to be able to just be more effective on the battlefield, just because you completed that research, unlocking skills that you didn't even know you had. So tip number two, always remember, do your research. Tip number three are resources that you have in your backpack and also your speed ups. Those are there for a reason, right? They're also safe inside of your pack. When you're keeping it in there, guys, it can't be stolen from anyone. So what you shouldn't do are take all of those resources and then use them and just keep them in your storages, because if you are attacked, your storages can be looted and you can lose everything. So when you can, save them there. They're nice and safe there, but when you need to use them, when the upgrade time is there, research time is there, when you're ready to train troops, you just don't have the loot, don't be scared to use those resources and those things that you've been saving so you can consistently progress through the game. You don't want to be sitting around and doing nothing. You have to progress. That's tip number three. Now, before we get into tip number four, guys, I want to let you know that I've entered myself with this video into the Glory Ambassador contest. And I suggest that maybe you guys might want to do the same, or at least take a peek at what's going on there. Some big prizes. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you never know when you get lucky and you actually get chosen for something amazing inside of YouTube video creation, or even playing Guns of Glory. Exciting stuff. We'll see where it goes. Tip number 4 is going to be to join an alliance and teleport to them as soon as you can. Now, alliances are basically your teammates, your clan mates, your alliance mates, your guild, the people that you play together with, the people that you are hanging out with every day, people that are going to protect you inside of this game when you are weak. If you're without an alliance, you're basically a sitting duck out in the world. You have no one to protect you. There's no way you could have enough power to protect yourself solo against another whole alliance. So you have to be hooked up with an alliance. And if you're low power, you're gonna have to start out with one of those lower alliances. And as you get stronger, either your alliance will get stronger with you, or you're gonna have to join and upgrade your alliance to get maybe a more serious one along the way. But something you should never do is just stay solo without an alliance. You will get defeated, guys, and it will feel bad. You will lose power that you worked hard to gain, and that feels bad, man. So join an alliance. Super simple tip number 4. Now we're talking about alliances and stuff, and that brings up the point that Kingdom Wars is actually coming to this game. And inside of Guns of Glory, you'll see that there's different servers, there's different kingdoms, and in each of those kingdoms, that's basically your server. Everyone that you're playing with is within that server. You see them as the blocks throughout the game when you go to the map. Now, Kingdom versus Kingdom, or Kingdom Wars as they're calling it, is going to be when you take your kingdom and you battle against another. Or at least that's my understanding of it, and it is the next level of this war game, the next level of power, the next step for when things are getting quiet in your kingdom, you're at peace. Well, then you go take on another kingdom and you try to smack them around, hold it down for your kingdom, for your roots, where you grew from a little ambassador to a bigger ambassador. Either way, it's cool. Happy 3rd anniversary / birthday, Guns of Glory. Tip number 5 is going to be spend those talent points. As you unlock them in the game, spend them on your account, because you're going to want to get the buffs that you get from spending those. It's going to make the game progress more quickly for you. It's going to make it a little bit easier for you along the way, giving you advantages that maybe opponents that haven't been playing as long won't get. And to add on to tip number 5, so tip number 5.5, log in every day. Even if you can't spend extensive time playing the game, get your daily rewards. They're massive. You save them up. They're protected when you get them, and they'll be available when it's time for you to use them inside of the game. Just like many other games that we play, whatever the genre, there are oftentimes rewards for logging in daily, and that does not change here in Guns of Glory. You're definitely going to want to do that, because you miss a day, it just feels bad. You got to go in there and get those rewards every day. So those are my top 5 tips for you, especially if you're a new player getting into this genre and you're looking for some guidance, I guess. Actually, top 5.5 tips. Why not give you an extra half a tip there? It's my gift to you. Also, my gift to you is going to be the link down below so you can download this game, Guns of Glory, and remember, check out the events. Lots of cool stuff is going on. 3 years in Guns of Glory. Celebration. Let's have a party. Check out these videos before you go.